Welcome back. In our last episode, we saw the first beast of Revelation for what it is, a composite system of power that inherits, consumes, appropriates, and subjugates. Today, we continue identifying the body parts. We trace the lineage of the first beast of Revelation. We'll see that the prophecy reveals the anatomy of the Western Empire that has extended its system of control across the world. Welcome back to School of the Land. Let's begin where our last episode ended. We saw the beast as John describes it in Revelation 13, 1-2, a creature with a body like a leopard, feet like a bear, and a mouth like a lion's mouth. This image is a clear reference to a much older prophecy. In the 7th chapter of the book of Daniel, the prophet sees 4 great beasts rising from a turbulent sea. An angel explains, these 4 great beasts are 4 kings that will arise. That phrase is key, will arise. From Daniel's perspective, these were not the empires of his past or even his present. They were all future kingdoms still to come. This is critical because it means that the common interpretation that these are Babylon, Persia, Greece, and Rome cannot be correct. Daniel was already living under Babylon. It could not be a kingdom that will arise. So what are the component powers seen by Daniel? Well, the vision itself gives us clues. The first beast Daniel sees was a lion with eagle's wings, but the wings were plucked off. These symbols point to Great Britain, the British lion, from which emerged the United States, symbolized by the eagle. Those plucked wings became a nation of their own in 1776, when the United States formally broke from the British Empire. Though politically separated, the 2 English-speaking powers have since operated in close alliance. In Revelation, the composite beast of chapter 13 is described as having the mouth of a lion. If Britain is the lion, then the composite beast of Revelation speaks English. Today, the primary language of diplomacy, finance, military coordination, media, international aviation, technology, and global institutions is English, the voice of the lion and the eagle. In our day, this Anglo-American power block has become the commanding voice of the composite beast of Revelation, the one that sets the terms. The second beast of Daniel was a bear, raised up on one side. It was told, "Arise, devour much flesh." The bear has long been associated with Russia, symbolizing its historic imperial appetite. Revelation's first beast has the feet of a bear. The third beast of the book of Daniel is a leopard with 4 wings and 4 heads. This points to the core of continental Europe, described in the book of Revelation as the body of the beast. From Charlemagne and the Holy Roman Empire to Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich, the Germanic heartland of Europe has repeatedly moved like a leopard, rapidly consolidating fragmented power and striking outward with speed and precision. Think blitzkrieg. The symbol of the leopard is echoed in post-war Germany's most recognizable and widely deployed main battle tank, the Leopard. The 4 heads of Daniel's leopard represent the rise of four great imperial rules, or reichs, that have arisen from the Germanic Frankish heart of Europe. The first head was the Holy Roman Empire, born on Christmas Day, 800 AD, when Charlemagne was crowned emperor by Pope Leo III, an explicit resurrection of Roman imperial authority. The subsequent heads were the German Empire under the Kaiser, the Nazi Third Reich, and the modern European Union. Each represents a new political form, yet all arise from the same continental center. There's a historic moment when the deeper spiritual lineage of the first beasts of Revelation becomes evident. In 1914, Europe plunged into a war. The German emperor was called the Kaiser, a direct linguistic descendant of Caesar. The Russian ruler was the Tsar, another direct linguistic heir of the same Roman title. Both claimed legitimacy through inheritance from the old Roman Imperium. World War I was, in this sense, a war of two Caesars, a catastrophic struggle between rival claimants to the Roman legacy. And what happened? Both thrones collapsed. The German Kaiser was driven into exile. The Russian Tsar was executed along with his family. But the ancient beast itself didn't die. Instead, it did what it always does. It adapted. Out of that collapse emerged new forms of control, rebranded, restructured, and mostly secularized. The imperial crown gave way to bureaucratic systems, global institutions, and ideological empires that promised to rule by reason, progress, and managed stability. Regardless, the beast shed its old skin, but kept its inner nature. Daniel saw these beasts as powerful, distinct kingdoms, but John's revelation is that their power has now fused. The leopard's body, the bear's feet, the lion's English-speaking mouth are now one system. This is the mature form of the beast as it existed at the turn of the millennium. A global system whose body was founded in the powers of old Europe, whose feet were the territorial mass of Russia, whose commanding voice has been the Anglo-American order, whose horns were the remnant of the old Caliphate, and whose heads were the 7 revealed apostate religions of the world. And where is the center of this conglomerate beast today? In our next episode, we'll follow the beast beyond its visible structures and into the deeper question of meaning, how power secures loyalty, not just obedience. We'll ask where this system now rules from and why it has had to cloak itself in the language of peace, justice, and morality to survive. Because empire doesn't endure by force alone. It endures by shaping what people believe. Until then, visit schooloftheland.com. See you next time.